Hey guys, Seiben here bringing you more Magic the Gathering lore. So, not too long ago I told you guys I was gonna start doing some Innistrad lore, and I really appreciate your guys' support on that decision, and I really love the outpour of suggestions I got for the topics. Overwhelmingly, you guys requested to know more about the legendary artifact known as Elbrus, the Binding Blade, and how it's able to transform into a demon. Well, today, let's discover the secrets of this powerful dagger. The dagger known as Elbrus the Binding Blade is actually a device used in the rituals of cultists, dedicated to the demons of Innistrad. These cultists worship the unholy ground these demons walk on, and their devotion often carries on through their graves. The cultists who control Elbrus worship a powerful demon known as Withinger. This demon was only known to history, with nightmares being told of its horrendous deeds. It's said that there isn't even enough lives on Innistrad to sate Withinger's desire to kill. Why these people want to praise something which will literally kill them all is besides me. I guess that's just what cultists do. For the most part, Innistrad has been free from the demonic appetite of Withinger for quite some time. He had been banished, contained in a magical prison deep beneath the jagged mountains of Needle's Eye. Long ago, the Angels of Innistrad, led by their intrepid leader, Avison, managed to push the Demon Lord back. Since killing demons won't truly result in their deaths, it merely sends them back to the Blind Eternities where they can reform, the Angels decided to imprison Withinger. Using their white magic and angelic presence, they managed to encase the demon in a magical barrier which contained its influence under the mountain. Yet something of Withinger remained. A single bone from the physical body of the demon, which even the light of the angels refused to touch. The angels feared what this bone could mean should it fall into the wrong hands, yet they were powerless to move it. They left it on the peak, hoping no fool would venture to this cursed place. Though restrained, Withinger's power was not truly stifled. Through its physical remains, the Demon Lord called out to those dark-minded and weak-willed humans of Innistrad. Only the weakest and sadistic people of the plane would answer the demon's call, but still, Withinger now had followers. Using this cult, Withinger planned to free himself from this prison. It would require an act so dark that it must corrupt one of the greatest and most holiest souls on Innistrad to break the binding. And in this world, there was no man greater than Saint Traft. Now, I've already done a video on Saint Traft as a part of my 25 Cards of Christmas series. You can find that original video here or in the description below. The story's basically the same, but this time I'll be telling it through the demon's perspective. The cultists needed to make a great sacrifice to free their demon lord, but it can't be done by their hands. They need someone who is pure of heart to soak the bone of Withinger in blood. They decide that the Saint Traft is perfect for the job. He is certainly fitting for a holy man, plus Withinger has a personal grudge against the saint. Saint Traft is a man who has dedicated his life to killing the demons on Innistrad. Through his entire life, Traft had had a special connection to the Angels of Avison. That, combined with his great skill with a sword and the spells of the church, he became the most famous demon hunter the world had ever seen. Though the demons would eventually come back, they found that Saint Traft had interrupted their plans to corrupt the souls of the living far more effectively than any of them cared to admit. With the whispers of Withinger ringing clear, the cultists knew they would have to involve Traft in their plans. It all started one night when Saint Traft was returning home from a normal night of demon hunting. He found that his humble cottage had been vandalized, with his runic protection ward scraped away. An Angel of Avison was sitting on the roof of his home, blade drawn, ready to help her champion of light. The Angels saw Traft as their human leader, a mere man who challenged the demon's rule and whose prowess commanded respect from all in the flight. They had fought beside him many times in the past, answering his call whenever he needed their aid, and now one had come again fearing for their saint's safety. As Traft entered his home, he found no immediate danger, only a map. This map was attached to the table with a dagger, pinpointing a location in the mountains of Needle's Eye. On the map were demonic words written in blood reading, "Come without angels or the girl dies." Next to the note laid a severed finger of a young girl. Now, Saint Traft wasn't a fan of lying, especially to angels, but he was willing to trade one evil to prevent an even greater one, that being the death of this young girl. Traft left his home, telling the angel on his roof that everything was fine. Although the angel sensed the lie, she did not question the saint's command and left. As Traft made his way up the face of Needle's Eye, he felt the dark presence of demonic activity, and just as he reached the peak, he saw it. A huge fire blazed as robed cultists danced around wildly. Near the center was the girl, unbound but not of free will. She was dancing with the cultists in robes similar to their own. A spell was obviously used on the girl to control her actions. She was in grave danger. The lead cultist then appeared, drawing out a blade made of bone. The man again told the saint that if he would summon his angels, the girl will die. With that, the cultist uttered a spell which caused a thick fog to blanket the area. Traft knew he could not rely on the angels, but he still had to save the girl. He drew his sword and marched forward. As he stumbled in the dark, he met cultist after cultist blade first, striking them all dead. He made careful work, since the girl was also dancing and wearing their robes. He didn't want to kill her by mistake. The demon worshippers fell one after the other, until Traft killed what he believed to be the lead cultist. With the man's death, the fog was lifted, and to Traft's delight, he found that the girl had survived his assault. But something still didn't feel right. Traft's hand felt lighter than normal. His weapon did not carry its normal weight. He looked down to find that his sword had been replaced with the bone dagger, the one which was originally carried by the lead cultist. The entire time he had been using this demonic dagger, and gathering blood it needed for its sacrificial rites. The blade hummed and crackled with a demonic laugh, more powerful than the saint had ever seen before. He rushed over to the girl and forced her up, telling her to run back down to the village as fast as she could. The girl just barely made herself down before the ground split open. Withinger had returned. With the girl no longer in danger, Traft summoned his allies, the Angels of Avacyn. They came without hesitation, for the call was more frantic than ever. As the angels arrived, they found that they were just too late. Withinger made quick work of the saint, adding him to an ever-growing list of the demon's victims. The demon lord didn't seem to notice, however, that it probably isn't a great idea to kill off someone who has the love and respect of an entire legion of angels. With swift justice, the entire flight of Avacyn descended upon Withinger and tore his essence apart with their holy light. Although Withinger is destroyed, he is bound to return as all demons tend to do. This time, the demons took something from Innistrad which was truly precious, and for that, the angels will never stop their campaign against them. So there you go guys, the lore behind Elbrus, the Binding Blade, and Withinger Unbound. If you want to know more about Saint Traft and how he became a Geist, check out my video on him here and in the description below. As we learn more about the plane of Innistrad, I rely on you guys to bring me the topics you want to hear about. So what characters, artifacts, areas, races, or storylines do you want to know about? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It really goes a long way in supporting future content. As always guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.